Hey, good day, everybody. How we doing? How we doing out there? Hey, listen, you know what I was doing? I was doing some reflection. And like I told you, I got my own YouTube channel. I did a lot of material. I got a lot of stuff out there, different video. I did numerous interviews. And right now is like, you know how you reflect back on some of the stuff that you have done or whatever. I can remember one interview in particular when I was dealing with on Vlad TV. Shout out to Vlad. And I can remember right now at the very end, of the interview, it's like I felt like, right now it's like I was being blindsided because it was something that he said in regards to, when I was telling a story, it was not a lot of emotion, especially for the victim and their family or whatever. And he did a couple of like scenarios showing one guy from this group, showing the ex-ball player, Jason Williams, who was, on murder, them saying, limousine driver. So once again, he tried to make a comparison to say that I wasn't emotional enough. And like I try to explain to him, listen, man, I deal with this demon day in and day out. I deal with these trauma. I deal with my action. I've been dealing with it for years. And when you are on a course, a redemption, and you have changed your life completely around, you know what? Nobody can't tell you what you have overcome. Nobody can't tell you your change, your belief system and how you feel. But sometimes when you're dealing with people, they want you to break down and cry at a drop, just like that. And it don't work like that. So to me, like right now, it's like, I just was sitting back thinking about it. And I was kind of like, wait a minute, man, like, you don't know me. You don't understand what I've been through. And right now is what I'm going to do is I'm going to play that. I'm going to play that piece, what he was saying. And then right now is I'm going to let you see the stuff for yourself. And you can tell me whether I'm sincere in my approach, whether I have changed. And like I tell you right now, I am not perfect. But guess what? Like I say, it's only because of the grace of God and forgiveness, the change, the redemption. It was a process. Thank you.
Situation. They're crying. Tears are streaming down their face. You could tell that it's killing them inside, that someone's no longer alive. And this whole situation is really weighing on them heavily. You're telling me this story, there's not a lot of emotion that's coming with this.
And see, like you say, I'm telling a story, and there's not a lot of emotion coming with this. Hey, folks, listen, it goes deeper than the original surface. Like I told you, hit the like button, subscribe, share, listen. Peace, love, and prosperity.
Over the years, I've interviewed a number of people that have committed murder for various situations. I interviewed Ben J of the New Boys. It was a group called the New Boys. Once the group didn't work out, he started selling weed in Vegas. A guy rushed into his house, trying to rob him with a gun. He ended up killing him.
It was just one dude, so far, he came in, but then, boom, shoot, and this nigga went falling. I shot that nigga.
Because you still had the gun in your hand the whole time?
Yeah.
And he never noticed it?
Never noticed it. I just, boom, just shot that nigga.
There was another situation. I just interviewed Jason Williams, the basketball player.
Oh, the basketball player for the Nets.
Right, yep.
The limousine driver.
The limousine driver. He had a limousine driver at his house. He was showing him and a bunch of other people his gun collection.
Shotgun.
Accidentally pressed the trigger, and a shotgun went off and killed the driver.
I take responsibility. I'm not going to say somebody did that, and that. I'm supposed to look down the barrel. I was showing people guns. Here goes a gun. Here, look at this one. This coach gave me this. This is beautiful. This. And when I went to snap the gun closed to hand it, I didn't even know that Mr. Christophe was in the house there. The gun went off and hit Mr. Christophe in the chest, and it killed him instantly.
Both these guys, as they're describing the situation, they're crying. Tears are streaming down their face. You could tell that it's killing them inside, that someone's no longer alive, and this whole situation is really weighing on them heavily. You're telling me this story, there's not a lot of emotion that's coming with this.
And you know what? It's like right now, years. This is something that I've been battling with for my life. This is something I've been battling with over 30 years. The key is right now is this, like I told you right now, is I don't have to put on the scene or front and light camera action and you see tears. The bottom line is right now, if you see some of my other interviews, like right now, is when certain things hit you, it's not an act. You come with it. And to me, regardless of what, like I say, only thing I got is my word. As far as like my action, my behavior, I'm very, remorseful for that. Because once again, who am I to say who lived and who died, Vlad? I'm not God. I fucked up. And I can admit that. And just like I say, throughout my years, I've been beating up myself for over 30 years based upon my behavior. So with these guys or whatever, like comparison, there's no comparison. Everybody react differently or whatever. When we start sitting back talking about it or whatever, even right now, I got a clip I wish I could give you from inside the Minor Killer or whatever. When I start talking about, I stole these people legacy. I took moms away. I took, come on, who am I to say who lived and who died? So I don't got to pretend with you. That's not what this is all about. The whole key is if I had a chance to do it all over again, or if I can trade my life for their life, guess what? We wouldn't even be here.
Yeah. Well, Brian Glaze Gibbs, I appreciate you sharing your story. And one of the...
I wish I can, trade their life for my life. Because in all honesty, they didn't deserve that. I was a fool. I was like a sucker. I did a lot of bullshit that I took some good people's life. Mothers, fathers, sons, daughter. I took their life away from them for what? For the street? For what? I can't give that back to them. You know how I felt when I lost my mom? Imagine how Civil Man's kids felt when I took their mother life. Imagine how Maisha's son, her only child, she died at 20 years old. How her son felt. Imagine how Clifton Rice didn't have no kids. How he felt. How Artel Benson, no kids. I stole their legacy. His sister wrote me not too long ago and told me that when I killed her brother, I killed her grandmother because she died right after that. So to me, Maurice Bellamy, Keith Reedy, you sit back and you think about it or whatever. Who am I to say who lived and who died? I'm not God.
Hey Kelly, what you reading?
Oh man, bro, this is such a good book. Super dope book.